following is a brief overview of what foreclosure is and a few ways it can be stopped. Because Express Homebuyers serves Virginia, Maryland, and the District of Columbia, I'll be providing overall foreclosure guidelines. To find out about specific foreclosure laws regarding your state, please consult an attorney. Foreclosure is the legal proceedings initiated by a creditor to repossess the collateral for the loan that is in default. In the case of home foreclosures, the creditor is the bank or the lender. The collateral is your home, and the default occurs when the homeowner misses payments on the loan for a period of time. Most foreclosure proceedings in Virginia and D.C. happen without the involvement of a court of law. This is because the mortgage or deed of trust usually contains a clause that allows the lender the right to sell the property. Once a borrower is in default, the lender starts foreclosure proceedings after sending a notice to the borrower that the terms of the mortgage or deed of trust have been violated. The state of Maryland is a bit different. To begin the foreclosure process, a lender must file a complaint against the borrower and obtain a decree of sale from a court that has jurisdiction where the property is located. The court will then determine whether a default has occurred. If the court finds a default, it will determine the total amount of the debt, interest, and cost due and present a sensible time for payment to be made. The court may order that if payment is not made within a certain time, the property must be sold to satisfy the debt. Before the sale date is set by the court, the lender is not required to notify the buyer of the pending foreclosure proceedings. Now, this differs from Virginia and D.C., where some type of notification must be sent to the borrower before any sale date is scheduled. While the foreclosure process is different in the three jurisdictions, if the borrower does not pay the outstanding amount owed, the property will go to the auction to be sold. Some states require public notice to be given of the impending auction and some do not. In D.C. and Virginia, the trustee announces the opening bid at the sale and may accept higher bids, with the property selling to the highest bidder. The trustee is an institution to whom the lender gives legal title to your home until the loan is paid off in full. At the auction, if no one bids, the foreclosing lender will win the bidding with the opening bid. The trustee completes the necessary documents to transfer ownership of the property to the highest bidder. Auctions are typically held on the courthouse steps or an auction house, depending on the state. In Virginia and D.C., the borrower has no rights of redemption after a deed of trust foreclosure sale. This means that the auction sale is final and the ownership of the property will revert to the highest bidder and you'll be forced to move from your home. In Maryland, there's no established redemption period for the borrower, but the courts can set a redemption period on a case-by-case basis. The lender can, but usually doesn't, seek a judgment against the borrower if the sales price to the highest bidder is less than what is owed to the lender. Again, while the foreclosure process varies from state to state, it typically takes from a few months all the way up to a year depending on the lender. The borrower has the option to pay off the outstanding balance and fees within a certain period of time prior to the auction. This process is referred to as reinstatement. This is one of the ways that a foreclosure can be stopped. Another way of stopping the foreclosure process is to sell your home prior to the auction, thus paying off the lender from the proceeds of the sale. There are two options for selling your house: the traditional way and through a short sale. If your mortgage balance is less than the market value of your house, you would go through a traditional home sales transaction. Express Homebuyers can make that transaction extremely simple in D.C. and Virginia. First, you call us at the number above or fill out the Get an Offer form, and one of our local home buying specialists will ask you a few simple questions about your house. After collecting the information and doing our analysis, we give you an instant and fair offer over the phone. When you accept our offer, we come out to visit your house, answer your questions, and fill out the paperwork. From there, we schedule a settlement date that is convenient for you, and on that date, we officially buy your house. Lastly, your house is sold and you receive your money fast. No interviewing agents, no realtor commissions, no dealing with contractors and repairs. Leave it to Express Homebuyers to handle the details. On the other hand, if a traditional sale is not an option due to the mortgage balance being greater than the market value of your house, the transaction will be a short sale. This is the process by which the lender or bank would agree to accept an amount less than what was owed to them. This has been a very common practice over the past 8 years as the value of real estate has often dropped below what is owed on the house. Lenders agree to do this because they know that they're likely to lose additional money if the house goes to foreclosure. As a seller, a short sale is preferable to a foreclosure as your credit rating is not impacted as severely. Selling a house via short sale is a legitimate method for stopping the foreclosure process and allowing the homeowner to get on with life. For further information on how short sales work, please contact an Express Homebuyers sales specialist at the number above. For any additional questions you may have about this video, please call us at the number above. We're local, we're experienced, and we're Better Business Bureau accredited. We have bought over 1,300 houses in the DC metro area. Call us now at the number above for a free and confidential consultation. Get an offer in 7 minutes to sell your house in 7 days.
Express Homebuyers.